What it do, folks? Welcome to Booze and Chill, the Friendsgiving live edition. Anyways, so yes, this we're going to be talking about the Friendsgiving because, quite frankly, we're hosting one here tomorrow, and we're going to talk about what it is. Like, what is it? What is Friendsgiving? What do you do? Like, what is that all about? And of course, we're going to be doing what we do here, and that is a review. And this is going to be a bottled cocktail review. So let's go. Let's set the mood. Let's set the mood. How's it going? How's it going, guys? I don't even know what I want to put here for something a little bit mellow. Yeah, something Friendsgiving-y. Something Friendsgiving-y. That sounds Friendsgiving-y, I guess. How's it going, guys? Raymond here from Booze and Chill. If you are new here, what we do here is with all kinds of beer reviews of all kinds of styles, from liquors to cocktails, which is where I'm going to show you in a second. And I also do movie reviews, which we're also going to do. We're going to do 4 trailer reviews today, but not before we do the drink. And today's drink that we are working on today is, again, it's a bottled cocktail. This is a Jack Daniel's Black Jack Cola. I'm a big whiskey dude. I'm a huge Jack Daniel's fan, sorry. But I've never been one to ask for it together. I don't know why. It just never caught my attention. But heard a lot of the good things about it. So let me go ahead and bust this out real quick. Your boy heard some good things. And, well, I had to try it. But just so you know, I already went ahead and tried this beforehand because I don't need my rings, but I feel naked without my rings. But yeah, I tried this beforehand and I kind of didn't really enjoy it. But let me add some context so you can understand where I'm coming from. I did not enjoy this here Black Jack Daniel's Black Jack Cola here because I made, I guess, the stupid decision to try it with, I think it was like tacos, like Mexican street tacos. So if you blend certain things, not everything mixes together, right? And that's exactly what happened when it came down to this. So I haven't exactly had much to. Well, I had a snack earlier. I had some onion rings. Give me a sec here. And because I did that, I'm going to rinse out here. I'm going to rinse out with a little bit of water. And then we're going to go ahead and open this bad boy right here. And then we're going to go ahead and start talking about today's topic. So I typically do this in a beer cup, but because it's Jack and Coke, I just thought, I'll just do it in one of these little here cups that you see here. So let's go ahead and pour this bad boy. And as we do so, and it looks like fucking soda. I mean, it is soda. Straight up soda, guys. Right there. Again, those of you just tuning in, this is what we're doing here. The Jack Daniel's Black Jack Cola. It's again, I heard some good things, so I thought, fuck it. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the first thing that we do here, and that is the smell. All right, cheers. Straight away. Coca-Cola. That's what you get off of this damn thing. And then you get like a little bit of hints, just like almost nothing of Jack Daniels. You can smell it in there. Very, very faint. And of course, the sugary sweetness that is Coca-Cola that we all know and love. And then of course, holy crap, I spilled a little bit there. But really, that's really all it smells like. There's nothing else. There's the little bit of the Jack. the sugariness of the Coca or Coke, and I mean that's all it is. Just Jack and Coke. That's all you smell out of this goddamn thing. I mean, what does Coke smell like besides chemicals or some shit? Just sugary, very very sugary. I can see we got some comments coming in here. Let's see. It's good. I like it. Oh, you're a fan of this. How's it going, my friend Alex? My good friend Alex. Which reminds me, I gotta give a shout out to you, sir, as well as my buddy Matt for being Patreon members. Thank you so much. For those of you who are not yet members, may I suggest you do so. You will. How did I put it today? Que los chiflo in Patreon, because you're not gonna get anything. The content that's in Patreon, you're not gonna get anywhere else. So thank you, sir. So again, there's not much to the smells. I mean, Coke just smells like Coke. I've not ever seen, now that I think about it, I've never ever seen a Coke review, like as far as like details. Because I mean, what is Coke? It's just sugar and black. Sugar and black. That's what Coke smells like to me. You can't smell much of the Jack Daniels as far as like the notes, like the smoky or whatever. I can't remember how Jack Daniels smells like right now, but it just smells like Coke and just dash of freaking Jack Daniels. So I guess with that, we'll move right on to the next thing, and that is the taste. Cheers. And but like I said, when I first tried this, I tried it with Mexican street tacos, so it wasn't tasting very well with them. By itself, though, let's see. You know what? I did this completely wrong. Totally wrong. This tastes better on its own. Don't ever mix the Jack Daniels Black Jack Cola with Mexican street tacos, because that's where I fucked up when I first tried this. I had it with Mexican street tacos, which by the way were fucking bomb, but does not complement with the Jack Daniels Coke here, the Black Jack Cola here. For those of you just tuning in, this is what we are working on right now. This is the Black Jack Cola. 4.8 ABV alcohol by volume, that is. So it's up there. It's not high, you know. It's higher than your average light beer, a little bit slight below like what are they called, the seltzers, because seltzers typically always range around 5, and it doesn't really go above or below that, or that I've seen. Leave it in the comments if I'm wrong. But it's actually quite pleasant on its own, though. The Black Jack Cola on its own, perfect. But on its own, I wouldn't even know what to pair this with, because I mean, as far as like, because here where I come from, a lot of like Mexican Hispanics, it's always comprate el taco with the coca, taco con coca. It's always a thing, but when you mix it with Jack Daniels, it's a totally different story. It doesn't go. Just not go at all. I'm gonna have another sip. I will say this. The Coke tastes slightly much more flatter. I don't drink a lot of Coke, but the last time I had a Coke, which is not, I can't even remember, but the last time I had one, I was kind of taken back because, again, I don't drink a lot of Coke. And then when I did, the fizziness, dude, kicked my nostrils ass. I mean, I don't know how much Coke you have to drink to be able to be, used to that, but I am not. And I drank that soda on its own straight up, and it's just my nose hairs burned a little bit because I'm not used to drinking a lot of Coke. But this, again, much more flatter. The Coke in this here blackjack cola, and smoother too. It's almost creamy. Um, Not that it tastes creamy, but it kind of reminds me. It gives me that slight sensation of creamy. Uh, I guess texture you could say. And then I like my stuff heavy. This is it's mellow. It's not. It's like there's a good balance between the soda and the Jack. Which as soon as I'm done with this, actually, you know what? I'm gonna have a little bit more sips, and then give me a sec. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is bust out just a wee bit more of the whiskey, and I want to add a little bit more to it because, like, again, I do like my stuff strong. And check this out. I actually have to give a shout out to my good friend Jose for bringing this little mini bottle here. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is pour this sucker into this here bottle. If y'all saw my Smokey whiskey sour video, you know that this came out. It was like a couple of days before Halloween, so I kind of had to, and so yeah, I just had to. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just pour the rest of this mini little Jack Daniels into this here bottle of Jack Daniels. You know, I'm gonna drink it anyway, right? Dispose of the evidence right there. I'm gonna give this a few more. Man, this thing is hard to fucking put on. All right, so before I completely ramble on about this goddamn Drake, let's give this Friendsgiving topic a shot while we sip here black cola. What is Friendsgiving? What is Friendsgiving? According to uh, Google, Friendsgiving, and this is I guess the definition of it. Friendsgiving is a Thanksgiving themed feast meal typically eaten prior and or instead of a family Thanksgiving dinner in the United States. Those gathering are typically a group of close friends, often millennials, which is weird, although participation has broadened, which would probably mean, I guess us, because according to Google, it's just a millennial thing, and now us older folks or whatever are, participate in it or adopted it or whatever you want to call that. So I'm gonna give it a few more sips, and then I'm gonna see what a little bit more of Jack does to it as far as flavor goes. Cheers. Excuse me, Coke's already kicking in. Let's refill this bastard here. And let's add. How much should we add? In the comments, how much should we add? Or should I go little by little? There is one more bottle of this here Blackjack Cola. So I think we can do. I think this is supposed to be like a shot. So I'll start with a half, I guess. Let's do a half a shot extra on the Black Cola Jack Daniels. That's a half a shot. So let's see. Pour it in there. There we go. Just added a wee bit more of the Jack Daniels into the Jack Daniels Black Cola. So I don't have something to mix, so I'm just gonna have to go the old-fashioned way. Pinkies up. Oh my. Woo! I can taste it now. Now this is some extra Jack Daniels, and yeah, let's go ahead and try this motherfucker now. It's definitely more Jack. I think I might have found the perfect amount, or at least for me, because it already had Jack Daniels in it. I don't know how much of it, nor does it say. I probably should have looked that up. But with a half a shot in with what it already contains in it, I think it's perfect. And you can taste it. It's strong. And again, I like my shit strong. Ooh wee. Yep. That's perfect for me. Leave it in the comments. For those of you just tuning in, what are you doing tonight? Any plans? Because again, we're planning a Friendsgiving tomorrow actually, and back to the Friendsgiving topic. So again, it's a Thanksgiving themed. It is what it is. It's what it is. It's Thanksgiving, but with friends. But you can also, choose and pick family members, like the cool ones, the ones that will actually, I guess, actually enjoy themselves with or whatever. So that's Friendsgiving. Now, there's also a question in Google that goes, "What is a good date for Friendsgiving?" Let's see what it says. It can be celebrated any day, any time of the year, but almost gatherings take place in November, particularly the weekend before Thanksgiving, which sounds just about right. I think a week or a couple of days before Thanksgiving is like a soft spot. Friendsgiving too early. I guess I don't see anything wrong with that either. I don't think so. I think that's just like about, I don't know. I guess leave it in the comments. What would you guys think? Start Friendsgiving in the beginning of November, a couple of days before Thanksgiving, or after Thanksgiving? Because there's still, when's Thanksgiving again? 23rd, 24th? So yeah, you still have a few more days before November ends. So I don't see why not, right? Doing the Friendsgiving day after, or days after the actual Thanksgiving. The only problem that I see with that is in the pockets, in the money, financially ace, because not only are you going to be hosting and or participating in an actual Thanksgiving, but then day after or days after that, you're like, oh, we're gonna do Friendsgiving, whether you're hosting or not. Times are hard, man. Fucking turkeys are expensive, man. Fucking anything's expensive nowadays. So I guess, but yeah, I think a couple of days before Thanksgiving, I think it's kind of like a soft spot, because you're more in the mood, right? You're more in that Thanksgiving-y kind of mood. So I think that's a good soft spot for that. And for those of you tuning in, just to let you all know, this is what we are reviewing as far as the drink here, and that is the Jack Daniels Black Jack Cola. How I was saying earlier, that this drink here tastes much, it's the Coke, tastes much more refreshing and much more how it's supposed to, I guess, when you're drinking it on its own. Because once again, I had this bad boy with Mexican street tacos, and it completely ruined it. Completely. And just earlier, I poured in a half a shot more of actual Jack. I'm not saying that it doesn't have actual Jack, but physically I know it's Jack, so you get what I mean. So it's actually not that bad. Stronger, but good stuff. Good stuff. And I think that about is gonna cover that part. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to what we have been typically doing on these lives, because I think just doing a beer and or this kind of cocktail liquor reviews, it seems a wee bit boring. So that's why I add movie reviews in there as well, just to kind of keep the live stream a little bit, not well, to extend it just a little bit more, because if this is just about the drink, this would have probably already ended by now, which it kind of sort of did. It was just leave the final thoughts, which I could just do the final thoughts, but before that, I am trying to put in some stuff in here, because again, we're gonna get into the movie reviews, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yes, 4 reviews that we're gonna do here. So if y'all can just give me a sec and leave a comment. Where are you guys at right now? What are you guys doing on this fine Friday nights? Y'all drinking? Y'all just bumming around at home? What are y'all up to? Hot dog water getting wild. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Well, you know what? Take a shot of hot wiener water for me. No pun intended. No pun intended, sir. Just getting home. Oh, nice. Pour yourself a nice glass of something, or grab yourself a nice cold drink. You earned it, sir. You've earned it. Hard at work, hard-working man needs a good drink to just kick back and chill. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. I'm just missing one more here, guys, so we can get started on the movie reviews. I thought I was prepared, but I was just missing a couple more things, and that's, what am I missing here? Oh, that's right. If I can only fucking find it. Here we go. And I think that's all of them. There we go. So we're just about ready to start this, but before so, I'm gonna take one more sip of the Jack Daniels. More comments. Hot Wiener Wonder is a good idea. Let's trademark that immediately. Fuck it, why not? Now we just got to figure out how much of the ABV we're gonna want in it. Some strong wiener. I can't even say that with a straight face. I'm so sorry. But for those of you just tuning in, this is what we're doing. Well, this is what I'm drinking. Got a couple of people in there drinking hot wiener water. You know, you do you. You do you, boo. You do you. And I'm going to keep enjoying this here with extra Jack Daniels in this here Black Jack Cola. I don't know why that's a little difficult for me to remember. Give me a sec here. There we go. This is what we're doing right now. So let's go ahead, and I'm actually going to dispose of this evidence here, and I'm going to keep continuing mine while we start with the first teaser. Now, this first teaser, what we're going to do is Ted. Do y'all remember Ted? The fucking bear dude? Let me show you. Ted. And this is actually going to be a series. We're going to see fucking Ted in a series. So we're not just going to see him in a one-shot movie. We're going to see his fuzzy little warm, sarcastic, assholey ass in an entire show. So I'm fucking psyched about it. And of course, got to give it to my man, Seth MacFarlane. Fucking guy's a genius. Huge fan of Family Guy. I mean, if you all know, he pretty much voices like 50% of the characters in that fucking show. And I just love this guy. He's also a very, very good singer. Classic, like fucking Frank Sinatra kind of style of singing. Just open a shiner. Nice. Very nice. You know what? Cheers to you, bro. Cheers. And you know what? Hot wiener water guy. All right. Okay, now since we're going to start with the movies, what I'm going to go ahead and do is volume the shit out of this. And we're going to go ahead and start once again with the Ted series. And as usual, this I'm gonna I hate it. I loathe when fucking YouTube gives me a copyright strike, it's not like a big deal, but it crawls under my skin. I don't know what it is, but it pisses me off. So if you're, for those reasons, to avoid me being in a little bitchy, grumpy mood, I'm gonna do the thing what I usually do, or I'm gonna play it, pause it every now and then, and say something about it and whatnot. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. That is Ted.
Get Ted. It's me, 1993 Ted. If you're reading this, it means we got a new series on the most successful streaming platform ever. Yeah, we got a new...
I have to say it right now, all I think is fucking Peter Griffin. Yes or no? Ted sounds like Peter Griffin. I know it's Seth MacFarlane. It's the same fucking guy. I know that. But it's the same style, the same accent, same pretty much everything. It's Ted is Peter Griffin, but in the body of a fucking, what is it? The Downy bear, or was it Snuggle? Was that fucking detergent? That you know what I'm talking about? That fucking detergent. So yeah, that's what I think when I see Ted. But anyways, let's move right on.
Series. Is the future amazing? I bet NASA sends people to the moon all the time. Moon colony negative.
But we can just go ahead and kind of sort of lean on to Elon Musk for that, right? Because that's what the motherfucker's trying to do, isn't it? Isn't it? He's trying to get us to move to like the moon or some shit. But I think right now, I've been seeing him do. Oh my god, what was it? It's a car. It's like bulletproof, and it's supposed to be shit. I forget what it is, but the guy's doing something with a car right now. But he also wants to do that space shit. So yeah, cheers, my good sir. I hate copyright strikes too. Yeah, yes, dude. It's so annoying. I'm glad we're on the same page with that. Thank you, Snuggle. Thank you. You got it. All right, let's go ahead and let's go right back to this. Where am I? That's fine.
Unlimited porn in our pockets? Check. Anyway, I can't wait to see your world of flying cars, normal weather, and new TV characters that don't just rehash old stuff. Poor bum had so much hope.
I'm a little bit pissed off with the flying cars because, I mean, they've kind of sort of been promising us, well, back like in the 60s or some shit, the government was promising us flying cars, and whatever. Oh, we can't do it because of safety issues, because there's people who can't even drive on land. Because I get that part. I can actually see car accidents, or would it be car crashes or plane crashes? If we were to actually be able to maneuver flying cars. That's a thinker. That's like a hit of a joint, and first thought you get one of those situations. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into details with that because whatever. Just whatevers. Ted coming to Peacock. I love Peacock, dude. That's where I go to see one of my all-time favorite shows. That's 70 shows. Leave it in the comments. Are you fans of 70 shows? Because if you are, we're best friends. Like, that scene from the Step Brothers? Did we just become best friends? Yup. We're one of those. We're one of those. If you are a fan of that 70 show. So that was Ted. I can get rid of that. That was Ted. Can't wait for that. How many Ted movies has there been? There was 1, 2. I think there was only 2. I want to say there was only 2. So yeah, I love Ted. Again, love Seth MacFarlane. I love what he does. I love how he sings. That motherfucker can seduce you with the singing, bro. Let me tell you. Excuse me. Hot peacock water. Hey. That's good. Hot peacock water. I like it. Now, are we gonna give it. We still need the ABV percentage, bro. We can give it a 6.9. No, all right. Just an idea. Let's see who else we got here. Big fan of the 70s show. Food, yes. We just became best friends. Let me tell you. I said good day. Exactly, dude. Exactly. You know. And I'm pretty much done with this. Time for that second one. Woo! This is good stuff, especially when you actually add a little bit more Jack Daniels yourself. It's an interesting, not interesting, but just makes it much more fun. I'm just gonna have this on its own and put the extra fucking whiskey in this one. And while we do that, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, and that is, which one was the next one? I don't have it in a specific order, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Imaginary. This movie, trailer for this one came out, I want to say 2 days ago. It was 2 days ago. This is another one from Blumhouse. Now, Blumhouse, I love their logo. I love how much work they put into it with the floating chair and the ring chick, and just recently they added Michael Myers, since they helped out do Michael Myers 2018, and I believe it was also Halloween Ends. And oh, hello, the dog's here. And yeah, this is from Blumhouse, and I'm gonna show it to you one more time. This is the cover. As you can see, the teddy bear and the creepy, shadowy. What are these lights called again? The pointing lights, I want to say. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's the next one. I'm gonna keep sipping on this while we review the fudge out of this next one. So let's go ahead and start.
How does it feel being back?
Good. I had such good memories here. Maybe my happy place can be our happy place?
Who left you all alone down here?
Just the voice itself for the little girl. Like, it's not a big deal, right? But you know, it's like it's got that creepy music box feel to it. You know what I mean? Those creepy music box music you put on, or you look up on the internet for like Halloween stuff. That's the voice you would hear in the background. So it's a little eerie, but adorable at the same time. Mine is the creepy looking doll. Hi, Obi. You want to say hi? No? All right. Good boy. Let's move on to the trailer.
Video game with Chauncey.
The scavenger hunt list. That's fun.
Chauncey says you're not allowed to play with us.
Oh,
Because you left him. I need something happy.
something happy.
See, that right there is creepy. My bear says you're a bitch because you left it behind. You can't be with us. You can't sit with us. That's basically what the bear says. That's Mean Girls reference, which I did review as well. I should have left the link for that, but you can go ahead and search it up. Right, it's one of them lives. You can search it up. But let's go back to this here.
Ugh, I thought bugs freaked you out.
If I can finish my list, Chauncey will take me on a trip to the place he's from.
See, when you hear lines like that, so he can take me to the place where he's from, you know, that's a ginormous red flag. But so far the trailer, it's very cliche to me. You know, typical little girl finding creepy ass doll in a brand new house that just moved into, or in this case, a house that the mother used to live into. I mean, and I don't know. But to be fair, I think when it comes right down to it, all horror movies are kind of sort of cliche. But that's what makes them kind of watchable. I don't know if that's the right word, but I don't know. I'm just a huge horror movie fan. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Let's keep doing this.
Something that hurts.
Where are my queasy people at? If you're queasy after seeing that, I still watch horror movie. In fact, I would make watching a horror movie with you a lot more fun because I get to pick at you, like make fun of you. But I'm just a friendly asshole that way. But anyways, let's move right on.
You've been spending time with a new friend? He asked you to do something that...
So here, as you saw, well, first I got to point out the fact that the not to sound like an ass, but the voice on this here, I'm gonna assume it's a therapist, bit on the creepy side. Like she's got like not like her entire life smoking cigarettes, like one of my tia Rafa, but but like she's got a few years of smoking, and it's like it's starting to affect the throat kind of situation. That's what I'm getting off of the voice of this here therapist, but also the producers that are involved in the making of this movie: Invisible Man, Five Nights at Freddy's, which I did not was being played in the background in one of our hangouts here at the house, but I wasn't paying full attention because good conversations, friends and stuff. And Invisible Man, oh that one, dude, that fucking movie is the shit. Got some more comments. Smoker's voice, exactly. You heard it too. I know you did. She's got like the beginner's smoking voice, like amateur smoking voice. I guess I don't know, but let's keep going.
Hurt you.
That was part of the game.
Does that seem like a game a good friend would want to play?
Maybe we shouldn't play together anymore, Chauncey. Maybe we shouldn't be friends. No.
Oh, we shouldn't be friends, you bitch, you dick. Those tantrums, those little kid tantrums, man. I know them all too well. But when they're directed towards an object or somebody or something that isn't the parent or a friend or a family member, something's up. Like here at the house, I think we had a podcast about this where we talked about some shit that was going on here at the house, and we dubbed whatever's here. Well, I think everybody just named it Emily. Not sure if it's female or not or whatever, but dubbed it Emily. But I mentioned in the podcast that in this house, we're not privileged. And let me put some more context to that. So what I mean by that is, in this house, like, if you're going to be moving shit, throwing stuff, or turning shit off and on, like, if you can do that, you can fucking pick up a goddamn broom or wash some goddamn dishes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to get spooked. Like, nah, man, no, bro. In this house, you contribute. You fucking contribute. But that's what we talked about. So, anyways, let's go back to this creepy movie. Alice. My kids got some toys that kind of sort of move like that, and quite possibly move like that. So that's our average. It's average day here in the Booze and Chill house. God damn it! I just hate it when I do that. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna say where were we? Oh, we're past that. Sorry, guys. One little wrong move, and it kind of goes to shit. I apologize. Here we are. My bad. Let's keep going.
Alice! Alice! Alice!
After hearing the name Alice being screamed over and over again, and then seeing a little tiny door glowing, I think of Alice in Wonderland, the Disney cartoon. You know, when she first goes into Wonderland, and the first thing she sees is the tiny door. That's kind of what I'm getting off of this, except with a possessed doll or whatnot.
She's lost, but we're gonna find her.
Every culture has entities that tether to the yacht.
Got some good tunes. Cause it's just your imagination. What is that? 80s? 80s? 70s? I want to say 80s. No, I'm not sure. I know the song. I'm just not sure what year this fucking song is from.
We call them imaginary friends. You are.
I know I just paused it, but that part right there, how she was describing that as children we see them as just we as children we call them imaginary friends, but in reality they're actual, entities, like demonic or excuse me, it's the coke, demonic entities. That part is fucked up. Who here has had an imaginary friend who actually you saw with your own two eyes, but nobody else did? Leave it in the comments. Starting to start a spooky conversation.
Always staying with your imaginary friend. When the connection is severed, the entity becomes enraged.
He says he's right behind you.
See, those kind of lines. It's it's set up for a jump scare, because that's kind of like what modern day horror movies kind of sort of, I guess, kind of rely on. But it also kind of depends on the story and how the direction that they go with, right? Because if you're just filling little empty spaces here and there with jump scares, it kind of loses its touch, and the jump scares just kind of start, being meaningless. I hope this one's delivered the right way, because this one's kind of like kind of how they did it with the Annabelle 2, I think it was. Same situation, little girl having a tea party on a small little table, and then I think it was like the nun or some shit that she starts kind of like her bones start cracking right there. That was sick. Just my imagination. Temptation, 1971. Okay, so I was kind of sort of right. It was whether 60s or 70s, but thank you. That's very exact. And by the Temptation, I gotta remember that. Temptation. Thank you, my good friend, good sir Alex.
But it was just my imagination.
Can I hang out with your imaginary friend?
How's about you go fuck yourself, sir? It's kind of what the kid is about to say. You know that for a fact. But being that, if you're like a kid that's told like you can't cuss, right? Then she's not going to. But that's basically what the bear is telling her to say. But she kind of, she's gonna paraphrase the kid version.
He's not imaginary. He's not your friend.
See, this kind of, I don't want to say it's like typical Blumhouse move, but it kind of is. I know they've done this before in several other ones. I think they did this. If they were, I can't remember if they were part of Insidious or The Conjuring. I don't remember which one it was. I always confuse them. Not the names, but like scenes. But I know they were part of one of those projects, and they did something similar like this. And it's kind of like their niche. I don't know what to call it, but it's a total Blumhouse move, I want to say. God damn. Am I right? Leave in the comments. How does Imaginary look to you? Well, more of my wife was not a huge fan of the Blumhouse touches and Exorcist the Believer. I'm not going to go into details, but there's certain parts that were just a little over the top for her, and I kind of sort of see it, but can't please everybody, right? By the way, that movie wasn't the worst, but it wasn't great. But all right, let's move right on to the next one, and that's this one's gonna be a Marvel movie. Let me tell you, this one just came out just a few days ago, and this one is Madam Web. Now, if you are familiar with Madam Web, if you were that kid that used to watch the Spider-Man 90s cartoon that they used to show on Fox Kids, you mentally in your head, you see Madam Web as this like old lady who watches over the Spider-Verse. And then we get, if I can get my arm correctly here, which way am I going? I'm gonna use this hand. But then we get this, and that threw me off so fucking bad. Like, you have no idea. So bad. And I'm like, which one's Madam Web? And then there's something else, but I'm not going to get into that. Not until we watch it, which is right now.
Hey, come on. Get your stuff. Let's go.
So I got to stop it there. If you saw who just walked in, you're probably thinking like, oh, look, cameo. And then you see the suit, right? And you're like, oh, I know who that is. But then you look twice and you're like, wait a minute, the fuck's going on? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. I gotta stop it right there. So how I was saying that you second look it, because you see the figure, you see the what's it called? Well, you see the figure, right? So you're like, oh, cameo. I know who that is. This is going to be a badass movie. And then he starts acting up and not being who you think it is. You're like, oh, wait, what the fuck? What is going on? And then you look twice and you're like, oh, wait a minute. That isn't Spider-Man. Is it Spider-Man? No. And you're like, what the fuck is this evil Spider-Man doing? So on and so forth. Let's watch.
Let's try that again. A week ago, I spent my life racing against time. I'm gonna help you out today, okay?
That shot right there, doesn't it not remind you of pretty much every Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man saves a car from falling off a bridge? Right there. That's like an homage to pretty much every Spider-Man movie. But it's Madam Web, and she's not old like in the fucking 90s cartoons, bro. Like, what is going on, right?
Trying to save people who are running out of it. Until one moment changed everything.
Come on!
See that right there? You can hear it. That that sound effect. That is excuse me. I think you know what's coming after that. If you're familiar with Madam Web and used to watch the 90s cartoons, and she's not old, but whatever. If you're familiar with Madam Web, you know what they're about to introduce in the Marvel universe once again. Well, no, let me rephrase that. They've mentioned this universe in an animated Marvel movie, not in the live action. So let's jump into that so we can keep going talking about it.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
I don't understand what's happening. I've been having visions. I knew he was gonna die. I think I'm seeing the future.
See, this is like a much more higher level of Spidey sense than what Peter Parker or Spider-Man does. He can sense what's coming, like what move is coming, like what's coming after him. Madam Web, on the other hand, can see, like she mentions, into the fucking future. Why is that? Because the motherfucking Spider-Verse. That's why. But again, she's not old. That this lady that we're looking at right now, right fucking now, she would make a Madam Web because she's older. Because we are not used to, or us 90s kids would see Madam Web as an older lady who watched over the Spider-Verse. Unless we're gonna see, a progression of Madam Web as she gets older, in which case they probably should have done a series, a couple seasons, or startup. Well, I don't know what Marvel's doing nowadays, man. I feel like Marvel's kind of losing their touch and are just kind of winging everything now at this point. But that's just me. The Webster's Dictionary documentary. Huh. I like that. Is that a thing? Is that an actual thing? I'm not sure. Leave in the comments, sir. Let's move right on to the rest of the trailer, shall we?
New York City's a whole new level of crazy these days.
What do you want from me?
New York City's a whole new level.
And there we, lo and behold, the power of the Spider-Verse. I am not a sir. I am a number. Oh, nice. Identify as a number. Guessing this is how Madam Web learned about her power. That's what I was thinking too, but like, why would they start it off as a movie? I mean, they can, right? That's kind of sort of what they did with Loki. The whole Avengers thing, franchise. And then now we got the Loki series, which, by the way, I have not seen. I'm planning to. Unless we're going to see that unravel with Madam Web. In which case, they better fucking do it right? Let's see. What is this? Where's the beer? Oh, dude. You came in late, sir. But I'll go ahead and show you real quick. Just because I'm a people pleaser. This is what we were doing. This is what we were drinking, sir. The Jack Daniel's Black Jack Cola. Which is exactly what I am sipping on right now, with just a little bit extra Jack Daniels, actual Jack Daniels, in a very cool looking skeleton bottle. So there's that, sir. Thank you for joining. If you are new, you should consider subscribing. If you are into drinking, sir, I'm sorry, number. I'm gonna call you numero in Spanish. If you are a fan of drinking numero, then you should consider subscribing, because that's what we do here. All right, let's move on to this here is review, Madam Web review.
Level of crazy these days.
This is an emergency. Get off the train.
That man's trying to kill you.
What?
Who are you? What is going on?
I can see the future.
That is such a typical move whenever somebody ever mentions that they could see into the future. But I would probably do the same thing. I'm kind of a jerky asshole that way, I'm pretty sure all y'all will probably do the same thing, because it's funny. Oh, nice. Very nice. You should consider subscribing. That's what we do here. We do all kinds of beers of all kinds of styles. Cocktails, liquor, and movie reviews, as like we're doing right now, and sometimes food reviews. So if you're into all of that, the finer things in life, as I call them, you should consider subscribing, sir. Any more booze? Dude, I wish. That's actually that's my last one. But like I mentioned, I do have some straight up Jack Daniels. Finishing up the last of the black cola, which by the way, really really good. So check out the replay of this thing so you can actually see what's going on. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much for that, guys. Thank you. And let's keep going with the review so we can finish off this here live. We actually got we actually got one more movie review. I think this one's the next one. I think is I'm not entirely sure. It said it was a series, but now it's saying it's not. I'm not sure. But the next one is pretty badass. So let's finish this one off.
What the hell? She didn't see that coming? That's not how it works.
I've seen that man before.
So who is he?
Ezekiel Sims. He was in the Amazon.
I was not familiar with this villain in the movie. I actually Googled him up, and it's pretty fucking badass though. Google Ezekiel. Ezekiel Sims. If you were a Marvel fan, you're probably looking at me like, you fucking nerd, you fucking rookie. But no, like, you know, there's so many characters, so many universes, so many planets. I'm sorry, no, I'm thinking DC. So many universes that it's like hard to keep up. But look, dude, look this motherfucker up. If you don't know who he is, it is interesting. Let me tell you. Let's keep going.
With my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
Wait, I recognize you. You live in my building.
You're the paramedic. Yeah, you almost ran me over.
You don't think this is weird? How we're all connected?
Aha! Foreshadowing. Don't you see that this is all weirdly, strangely connected? Hence the Spider-Verse web. Marvel. Again, I'm just glad that we're gonna be seeing the Spider-Verse, but in live action. I fucking love the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I love them. They're fucking great. I can't wait for part 3, but I'm just fucking stoked that they're gonna bring it into a live action. I hope that they do. Now that they brought Man and Web into the table, and I just hope that Spider-Verse will somehow save the rest of this, like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, shitty Marvel movies, because let's face it, Marvel has been lacking. It's not been the same ever since the Coke. Ever since the Avengers Endgame and everything else before that. So I hope this does it. I hope this does it. Do you like Norm Macdonald? Clip on my channel. I'm saying that's good booze. Norm Macdonald. What does that ring a bell? That rings a bell. Damn. If you can explain who that is. But good booze? I mean, I'm not 100% sure who that is. Let me tell you right now. But the name rings a bell. I'm not gonna lie. The name rings a bell. But if he's into booze, I mean, we should. I don't know. We should do something, or leave a link somewhere so I can see who this dude is. All right, let's go back to this shit, man.
It's honestly like the least weird thing that's happened all day.
What do you want from me?
I have no idea what those girls have come.
Why don't you want from me?
I think
I'm gonna say it right now. The costume. This is not hot. Tis not hot in here. No? All right. Just me. Whatever. Let's keep going.
I think he can see into the future.
What are you want from me?
he's trying to change what happens. Julia, get down!
Why aren't you scared different?
There we see Madam Web's abilities. Super strength, which is probably going to be pretty much the same and or similar to Peter Parker and / Spider-Man. Some more comments. Canadian comedian. Okay. The thing with me is I'm bad with names, dude. I'm sorry. I'm super bad with names, but yeah, I'll look that up. Watch the clip. He's dead, but oh, rest in peace, bro. All right. I don't see anything there. Once this is over, I'll see if there's like a link somewhere because I'm not seeing anything, bro, right now. But yeah, on the YouTube channel, right below in the comment section, leave me the link. I'll check that out for sure. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything here on my end right now. So if you can do me that solid, I'll check that out after this is over. And I mean, if it's a comedian, I'll for sure will watch it. I am fucking down when it comes to comedians. I feel like the comedians nowadays, they're kind of sort of lacking. I'm like a huge fan of do you know Mitch Hedberg? Oh, dude, he's got like kind of like one-liner punches, kind of like jokes, but dude, the dude can deliver it, especially when he puts on like that. It's not an act because the guy was genuine, right? But like the way he delivered it, it was just like the shit. And like a couple of other ones that I'm a huge fan of. He played Frank and Billy Madison. Frank and Billy Madison. Billy Madison. Fuck. You know what? Sorry. Again, I'm super bad with names. I've seen Billy Madison a couple of times. But yeah, I will definitely check that out after we're done with this, guys. Again, I'm just super bad with names. Let's keep this going.
Why do you care for me?
Your future was almost so different.
Why do we go?
If you want to live, you have to trust me.
Get ready.
Real quick, those glimpses, as we saw coming, from the eye out, in and out kind of scene, that there, Spider-Verse. Once again, I'm super psyched, and I really, really hope that they do extend this because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. And quite frankly, Spider-Man is like the one thing besides Avengers that they did just right, and they're doing right. I feel like Spider-Man, just like in the comics, just like in the movies, is gonna have to be there to save the fucking day, or in this case, save what's the beginning of this franchise. So here's to hoping, dude. Here is to hoping. Excuse me. The goddamn soda, bro, gets me burping.
Now.
You're showing off.
Maybe a little.
Fucking A, dude. Again, the only thing that I'm like very, very fucking confused about this. Sorry about that. The only thing I'm so confused about is the fact that once again she is young, but like my good friend Alex in the comments said that we might see the beginning stages, how she developed the powers, or how she got the powers, where she practically had to die to just get them. But I don't know. There's so many questions. And real quack, as I say. If you just got here, if you just joined, I'm gonna go ahead real quick review. This is what we reviewed: Ted the series. We did Imaginary, and we just did Madam Web. Now, the Imaginary was a horror movie, and I actually have just two things to say. Got some two freaking newses. I don't know how to say it. So I'm going to show you. There's going to be, I don't know if you're all familiar with the movie People Under the Stairs. I don't have the movie cover for it, but it's a personal favorite. That was my all-time, one of my all-time favorite movies, horror movies when I was a kid. People Under the Stairs. Look it up. You can get it on Vudu, and I'm not sure about Netflix, but anyways, People Under the Stairs. There's going to be a remake of it, and Jordan Peele is going to be involved in the making of this. So here we see a picture of the movie. Now, what's scarier about this movie, guys, is the fact that we got a trailer. You know what? I'm gonna do a review on this, but later on, because you guys have got to see this. Um, the scariest part about this fucking movie is not so much that it's a horror slasher movie, because horror slasher movies, they kind of rely on the character and whatnot. Here it's like more, because it's how people under the stairs, and you're thinking like, oh, zombies or monsters or whatever. What's scary about the people under the stairs is the fucking abuse that the one of these characters take throughout the entire fucking movie. It's brutal. That's the scariest part about this fucking movie. But just the entire story of how things take place in this movie, oof, just excellent, bro. Excellent. And I got one more piece of news before we go jump into the next trailer. What we got here? If you love Mitch, you'll love Norm. Okay. Well delivered. Again, leave me a link, bro. Please. I will definitely check that out. What? Can't comment regular? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I apologize. I'm sorry. Not really much I can do here on my end. Oh yeah. So the last piece of news before we get into it, and you know what? If you guys are tuning in, I'm gonna show you one more time. This is what we were working on. The Jack Daniels Blackjack Cola. I just finished it, guys, but I do still have some actual Jack Daniels where I'm gonna just be sipping on with whatever's left over of the Blackjack Cola, which isn't really a lot. Man, this thing's fucking hard to put on. So I'm gonna be sipping on that while I go ahead and hit you guys with this here news. This here, if you're all familiar with The Omen, it's the first movie was the shit, and then there was a 2, and then there was a 3 where like he became president or some shit. I haven't looked into them, but anyways, The Omen is a classic horror movie, and we are here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This is an image. Let me shrink myself. This is an image of a possible remake in the works. It's I can't really tell if it's a dude or not, but still, if you are a fan of The Omen, you know what's up. You know what's fucking up. But those are the newses. Newses. I'm not sure. So, People Under Stairs remake by tongue twisting here. People Under Stairs remake and a possible future Omen reboot. Now, let's finish this here live with let's finish this live with the last trailer while I sip on a little bit of Jack. Cheers to you all still watching, sticking around. Thank you so much. And thank you for the new subs. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And also, if you're still here, please do me a solid and booze the like button right down below. It helps out the channel a lot. And again, thank you for being engaging in the comment section. But again, don't forget to hit the like button. Just saying. Do me a huge solid that way. Booze it hard. But yeah, let's go ahead and do the last trailer here.
How was Nebraska?
Which I failed to mention. I'm so sorry. What we are, the last one, I mean, is called Roleplay. Let me very quickly show you the trailer. I mean, the poster. If you are familiar with this, wrong arm, with this face right here, this attractive looking blonde here, you nerds out there will know her as the girl from Big Bang Theory. That's the first thing I think of whenever I see her. and she's done a couple. I think she did. I think the reason why they're doing this series and or movie, I'm not even 100% sure what it is because she did well with this. I think it was a show. It was like a murder mystery kind of feel. I think this is why she's in this. She did a good job. Never saw it, but I hear good things about it. Penny, penny, penny. Yes, sir. You know what's up. You know what's up. All right, let's keep this rolling. Let's finish this off.
Was the usual.
Mr. Brackett, can you tell us what happened that night at the hotel?
It was our anniversary, so we wanted to go out.
I won't be me.
Oh, already the trailer's getting steamy. And then the fact that it's called role play, and the first thing you see in the very beginning is what's her face? Penny, 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 as my good friend Alex said. And then we see a nurse's outfit. You know it's going to get steamy. Steamy. Chug, chug, chug. Oh, you want me chug? I mean, it's not a lot, but cheers to number 23. Cheers, 23. All right, let's keep going.
You won't be you.
Just two strangers meeting in a bar.
Tomorrow night.
I feel that so much. When you and your significant other are just like, you hit that mood, you know what I'm talking about? And then the kids are like you saw, just kind of like, I'm gonna say cock block. It's a total cock block. All right. It's okay. Because you can say that because that's what it is. That's what it is. When the kids cock block, it's like, Número. I'm sorry. Número. I forgot. Número 23. Or 23, whatever you prefer. Spanish or English. Put in the comments, what do you prefer?
I'm Jack.
Alice.
Do you and your wife role play often?
What exactly is this about?
Do you know this man?
No.
Jack, Bob, Jack.
when role playing gets out of hand and the cops get involved, like, do you and your wife role play often? And you're like, I'm sorry, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm sorry, but it's funny. It's funny. Hot peacock water in this trailer. Okay, yeah, I got it. It took me like 2 seconds, but yes, I got you, bro. Good one.
Pleasure. He just talked for 5 minutes to all the victims of her charms, and then he left.
The one and only.
Hey, where are you?
I'll be right back.
The old dude in this movie, he reminds me of the guy has his own show. Colbert? No, not Colbert. Something King. Damn. It was tip of my tongue. But that's what this old guy reminded me of. And also, yes or no, the fact that I'm just gonna call her Penny. I cannot remember her actual name. Wait, never mind. I do have her actual name. Emma. I'm sorry, no, that's her character name in roleplay. Kaylee Coco. My brother-in-law owned a parrot that he named Coco. It's kind of weird, but anyways, yeah, it's kind of cool that Penny playing a badass. But to be fair, in the Big Bang Theory, she technically was the badass out of the nerdy group. Larry King, yes, thank you. That's the one. Doesn't the dude in the trailer looks like fucking Larry King? Kaylee Cuoco, yes. Still weird last name. Like, where does that last name even come from? Like, where does it originate? Like, where's its origin? It's weird. But anyways, let's finish this off.
The wife's real name is Anna Peller. Wanted for contract killings across several continents.
I just wanted to point that out. She has an adorable smile in this trailer. That shot of her smiling, adorbs. Anyways, let's keep going.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. My wife role plays because she what now? Again, this goes back to that story of role playing getting too out of hand, where like you get too into character and shit just kind of ends up sideways. This has a potential of having a little bit of comedy into it, which I think that's what we're watching, right? That's a little bit of it that we're saying, but it probably could have worked out if it were a mystery comedy movie. But I think that I'm only saying that because we're seeing Kaylee Cuoco in there, and I'm used to Kaylee Cuoco playing as Penny. That's like what I know her as. That's probably, I don't know if all of you will agree. That's just what made her, right? That's just like that was her door to just, you know, where she's at right now. I mean, R.I.P. It's funny. I can appreciate a good joke, but R.I.P. Yes, sir. Let's go right back to this.
They told me what you are. My wife is an assassin. This is a lot. You kill people.
It's over. I never wanted to lie to you.
Never wanted to lie to you. There's one thing keeping, well, at least I'm not too fond of liars, and I never have like lied fully. There's been like I'm not gonna play the fucking saint and say that I never lied. I'll do little white lies, but just like for like surprises, you know, little innocent little things like that. Because yeah, there's one thing that I can be anything you want to be, but there's one thing that I am not, and that is a liar. And I've gotten in trouble several times for being too blunt, too what's it called? Too true, I guess you could say. Anyways, let's go. Let's move right on to this.
I just want a normal life. That I have a family to protect.
You're my wife. I am coming to help you.
Do not come here. Do you hear me? Do not come here.
Honey, I'm at fucking work. You fucking stay there. You fucking loser. When your wife is too much of a badass, it's like, no, you're staying, bro. When your wife kills for a living, I mean, what do you do? Like, what do you say to that? Like, I don't know.
I love you, and I love our family. We can get through this.
We are concerned about your wife and the safety of your family.
She kills me, this one.
I told you I need out.
I'll bring them.
And another appearance by Larry King, and throwing a very corny one-punch line there. But isn't that what Larry King does? Just like corny jokes or stuff that, you know, his producers write. I don't know. And let's move on.
The whole world down on your heads.
I love you. I have to go to work now, though.
Okay.
By the way, I'd like to point out that this is probably the second time we see Kaylee Cuoco zap somebody in this trailer. First one was like straight up, like camera right up on her face, zapping somebody, and now we're seeing it from a far distance shot, and the husband just kind of like standing there like, my God, I can't believe I'm fucking here, and I'm fucking doing this shit. Role play
is bad, like unacceptably bad.
Killing is bad. Okay. Again, like, what the fuck do you say when your wife kills for a living? Like, She brings home the bacon, and you have no clue how the bacon even gets there, but the bacon is being provided, but you're like, whatever, right? Whatever, bro. All right, whatever. Let's keep going.
I know. I'm done, I swear.
Yeah. That there is the last trailer we are reviewing, guys. Leave it in the comments what you thought about that one. Role play. I gotta be honest, the first time I heard that title, I'm like, okay, this might be sexy, right? This might be, you know, interesting to look at. No, I'm not saying like porn wise, right? But I mean, like, come on, like role play, porn, they go hand in hand. I'm gonna have a shot to finish off this live of some Jack Daniels, and that's pretty much it for that, guys. That is it for this live. We did one more time. We reviewed Ted the series. I'm gonna go over here. Ted the series with my boy Seth MacFarlane. Love the guy to death. And then we did Imaginary, a creepy doll that's possessed by an imaginary friend, which, by the way, is just fucking creepy because, you were a kid and you had an imaginary friend and you literally saw the bastard. That's creepy. That's creepy to me. And then Madam Web, which, if you're a 90s kid, you're probably as confused as I am. And then, sorry, my dog. You're probably as confused as I am and thinking, man, I hope they do this right. And I hope that, they do the Spider-Verse good. And the Spider-Verse, I think the Spider-Verse is probably going to be the thing to help out the Marvel franchise, as well as Loki, because I hear very good things about it. I haven't seen season 2, but I'm planning to. But yeah. And roleplay. Penny, as my good friend Alex said. But that is it for that. And we also did the Jack Daniels Black Jack Cola. That was the reviews for today in this here live, in this here Friendsgiving. Speaking of Friendsgiving, I got to give a huge thanks to the new sub and the people that just joined in. Thank you all, and thank you for joining the Booze and Chill family, or friends, because it's a Friendsgiving type of live stream. Thank you all for joining today's. That is the wrong camera. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for joining today's Friendsgiving. It was all types. We got some new friends. That's what this whole live stream was about. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Again, hit the like button down below. It helps the channel out a lot. And I have to thank you so much for being engaged, so engaging in the comments section. We have had a blast. I will check out the links. If you left them, I will check them out. I'm a huge fan of comedy, so I will check those out. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Had a blast. Always fun to review the drinks, the movies. Who knows what I'll be reviewing next? I mean, all I do is like drinks, food, and movies, right? But you just never know what's coming. You just never know about these here lives. There's always something new. There's always it's always random. It's all random. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. And you know how this works. Go ahead and follow Booze and Chill socials, YouTube, of course, Facebook, TikTok, and X, or Twitter if you still consider it Twitter. And if you want to see content that you're never going to see anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and show off the supporters. My buddy Matt and Sir Alex, who is in the chat still, hopefully. If you want to join these cool people and watch content that you're not going to get anywhere else, like I said today, los chiflo. And then in English, that means I spoil these people, because you're not going to see what you see on my socials and on YouTube, what you see on Patreon. So if you like what you saw, if you like what I do, and you can support me and the channel by going onto patreon.com/booze&chill, become a member and choose out of the tiers. And, you're going to get stuff. You're gonna see some stuff, man. You're gonna see some stuff. And of course, not only do I do the channel, but you can also go into Spotify and support and listen to the Buzzcast. I'm sorry, Booze and Chill Buzzcast podcast. I like saying it that way. Yeah, I also do podcasts. Comes out every Wednesday. Podcast is every Wednesday. YouTube videos typically are pretty much on Fridays, and random little stuff here and there. You just never know. You just never know. But for sure, the podcast on Wednesdays, and for sure, you're going to see some stuff every Friday. Anything else before that, well, you're just going to get surprised. That's just how the way it is. So that's it for that, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you in the next one. I'm going to chug this. And you know how this goes. You know how I say, you know what I say. If you keep watching, I'm going to keep drinking. See you guys in the next one. Peace.